Please listen to this true life story. In a quiet village cradled between ancient mountains and whispering forests, there lived a young woman named Asha. Her days were spent tending goats, helping her mother knead dough, and teaching her little brother to read by the flickering light of an oil lamp. But beneath her simple routine lived a dream, a fierce, flickering hope to one day become a teacher. Asha longed to stand before a classroom, chalk in hand, kindling young minds. But that dream felt like a distant star. Beautiful, unreachable. Fear wrapped around her like a fog, fear of leaving behind the only world she knew. Of failing in a place that didn't know her name, of being mocked for wanting something more. One gray afternoon, as the monsoon clouds curled above the hills, a weary traveler arrived in the village. He had silver in his beard, dust on his boots, and stories in his eyes. That evening, the villagers gathered around the fire as he spoke of cities that shimmered with opportunity, where ideas danced in the streets and dreams grew like wildflowers in spring. Asha sat silently in the back, her heart pounding at every word. "Why don't you go?" the traveler asked her suddenly, eyes meeting hers. She lowered her gaze. "I'm afraid." He nodded, as if he'd heard that 1,000 times before. "Fear," he said softly, "is just a shadow. But faith is a step you take anyway, even when the road disappears into darkness." That night, Asha couldn't sleep. She lay under a sky dusted with stars, her thoughts swirling louder than the night wind. Doubt crept in like cold what? If I fail? What if I can't make it? But then came another voice, quiet, steady. What if it works out? At dawn, she rose. With trembling hands, she packed a small bag just enough for the road Dan, hugged her mother with tears she couldn't explain. Her father didn't speak, but he placed a rough, calloused hand on her shoulder that said everything. Asha walked out of the village as the sun broke over the horizon, her heart beat louder than her footsteps. The journey was nothing like her dreams. She ran out of money. She failed her entrance exam. She cried in strange towns. She missed home, but something within her kept burning. Each time fear tried to choke her, she whispered to herself, "Let your faith be louder than your fear." She studied harder. She asked for help. She tried again. Years passed. And one day she returned not just as a teacher, but as a woman transformed. She brought back with her not just knowledge, but the fire of experience. With savings and support, she built a small school on the edge of the village. Children who once chased butterflies now learned to chase their dreams. On the first day of class, standing before her students, Asha smiled and said, "It's okay to be scared, but don't let fear make your decisions for you." The day I chose faith over fear, everything changed. And she looked at each child as if to say, "So can yours." Has your faith risen now? Comment on your opinion in the comment section. Please like, share, and follow us for more. See you soon.